Hey everybody, this is Brett Lewis from L4 Group, and today I wanted to just go over a couple frequently asked questions that I get regarding website design and search engine optimization. So first off, website design, one of the questions I get is, hey, I see these ads like in companies like oneandone.com, et cetera, that, they offer to build a website at very minimal costs. Why should I go with you to get a custom website built versus going with some template site like that? So the first question I ask is, yes, you can get a pretty looking site built by them, but is it really going to get found on the internet? If your sole purpose of getting a website is just to be able to have it on a business card and put it on your stationery and just so you have an online brochure, then yeah, going with a site, a templated site like that is okay. I mean, they'll use content that's basically copied from site to site, and you'll pick from a couple designs and be able to get a website up and running fairly quickly. But on the other hand, if you're looking for a website that actually is going to get found online by the phrases that your potential customers are actually searching for, then those templated sites really are not going to do the trick. Not only that, it's not custom to your particular application either. So that's where companies like my company come into play, where we build a custom design specifically for your needs, catered around exactly what it is that you're looking for, and more importantly, so that your website is found online and found by the terms that your customers are using. So I love that I think it's the oneandone.com commercial that I see on TV. They say, build a website and people will come. They'll find you online, right away. They'll find you online, and they show an example. And the example is, for some company, we'll just call it, XYZSuperFabulousCompany.com, right? And then they show a Google search, and they show the company showing up in the #1 spot. And if you look closely at the commercial, what they're showing is someone's Googling for, XYZ super fabulous company, and what comes back is, XYZSuperFabulousCompany.com. So, of course, if you're going to Google the exact company name or domain name of a website, yes, the first result that comes back should be the website, without a doubt. But the problem is this. Are your customers Googling that? No. If you're, let's say you're a dentist and you're in Reading, Pennsylvania, they're typing in Reading, Pennsylvania dentist or a family dentist in Reading, Reading toothache. If you're an orthodontist, Invisalign braces, Reading, Pennsylvania. They're typing in those types of phrases, and a simple templated website that you paid very little money for, and that's all you do. The bottom line is it's not going to show up, not for the search phrases that really count. So really, you get what you pay for is what it boils down to. So website design, I kind of took a little bit of a long answer to that, but basically, if you're looking to be found in the search engines and you want to have a really nice looking website, you want to stay away from those templated products that are out there, and you really want to go with somebody who understands search engine optimization and who can build a really nice looking website for your company. And of course, at L4 Group, we do that. We definitely can do all of that for you. So that's the answer to that question. Now, one of the other questions I get is around search engine optimization, and why is SEO so difficult? Why does it require an ongoing monthly fee? A lot of those types of questions. So, let me address the first thing. SEO is complicated, and it's constantly changing, and that's what makes it so complicated. Think of it this way: the search engines, Google, Yahoo, Bing, what they want to do is they want to make sure that they're delivering the best product for their customers, or the people that are sitting down at the keyboard and typing in a search phrase. And they want to make sure that what is returned back is the most relevant to that search phrase. Because let's face it, the search engines, they make their money by monetizing, by selling advertising space but the only way they can sell advertising space is if they've got the traffic coming in for those specific search phrases. So again, I'll use the example of a dentist, and if you're in Reading, Pennsylvania again, there's pay-per-click ads for dentist Reading, PA. The only way that Google can sell that ad space is if there's actual search volume for people searching that, and if what comes back is good content. Otherwise, the people are going to stop using Google and they're going to switch over to Bing or Yahoo, Alta Vista, whatever the other search engines are out there. So it's a very competitive field, search engines, and the algorithm is constantly changing because they always want to be able to provide the best info for their customer base. So search engine optimization gets to be a little tricky because you want to make sure that you're doing things in the proper manner to get websites ranking, but you don't force the issue with unnatural linking profiles, and I can get really technical, and I'm not going to do that here. So the bottom line is you really have to find an SEO that is on top of their game and can deliver the results in that constantly changing environment. And it does require a ongoing monthly look at what you have going on. So I hope that addresses that question. And why do you need an ongoing SEO campaign? Well, again, so what happens is you can get a website to rank for a specific search phrase, let's say. And you might be able to get that ranking, right on the first page of Google in the #1 spot, let's say. And if you leave it alone and don't do anything with it, eventually it will roll off the page for a variety of reasons. Maybe you're in a highly competitive market and your competitors are doing some things to make their sites rank above you. That's one reason. Another reason is maybe you use some not so great techniques to get your website to rank. So, i.e., you use some spam and really pushed the envelope and did some things that are a no-no in my world. You'll get results initially, but then what will happen is that the results are going to roll right off because the filtering within the search engine is going to catch up to that and basically knock the site off. And if you really screwed up and did things poorly, you actually get the website de-indexed. So you don't want to be in there. You don't want to be in those black and white animals that Google releases. If you're familiar with the panda penalties, the penguin penalties, it's black and white. It's Google's little play on black hat, white hat SEO techniques. And let me talk about that. The SEO that we do at L4 Group. This is we do everything in a very safe manner. I hate the terms of black hat and white hat because if you intentionally build a backlink to a site, it could be considered black hat even though you're doing a very legitimate linking thing. Like for instance, you put a video up there and then you have in the description of the video you put a link in for your Facebook page. I mean that's completely okay. But the purists might say, hey, that's you're intentionally doing this. So I digress with that. But basically, there are companies out there that take it to the nth degree, though. They'll use automated linking tools to start building all these links back to your main site, and these links are really low quality, bad links using spun content, meaning they're using like articles that are just regenerated over and over again. Not good stuff to be linking to your main site. So that kind of SEO we stay away from, and we really want to see long-term, long-lasting results. But we're constantly every month working for our clients by doing new things for them. And I'll expand out on that a little bit more. And we take an approach at L4 Group that's unique or different, and we don't just work on ranking the client's individual website. We actually work on ranking multiple properties for the client. So we really want to have as much of the first page dominated by our client in different media. So we'll use press releases, video, their website, maybe an article that's posted someplace. Different media to be able to rank in the Facebook page, etc. So if you think of the search results that are available for local businesses, there's 10 results on the search page, and our objective is to try to gobble up as many of those for different media that are available for your company. So, for instance, again, if you're a dentist in Reading, let's say, or let me switch it up. If you're a heating contractor in Reading, and you want to have some real dominant results, what we would do is try to get your website ranked, get a video ranking where you're giving some good information to people, get your Facebook ranking, and all of those ranking for, maybe a term like heating installation Reading, PA, or heating service Reading, PA, or we can get more specific or broaden out a little bit as well. So that is kind of the ins and outs of some of the SEO. I know it's a roundabout answer to the question about monthly SEO services and why is it so complicated. And also, I want to add to that, our job at L4 Group is to do the SEO for you and to build your website for you so that you don't have to mess with it. Is this rocket science? No. I mean, I can teach you how to do it. And in fact, I have done that for people. I do some one-on-one coaching and that kind of thing. And if you're interested in that, I certainly would be able to talk to you, and we can set up a coaching program specific to your needs. But the reality is most people are busy running their business. They're subject matter experts in their business, not in SEO. And they want to keep it that way. They want to continue doing the things that make them their money. Whereas I'm a subject matter expert in SEO. I study SEO almost every day. I'm involved in some kind of training, always staying abreast of what's going on, the latest changes and all of that. So, it's my job to know SEO and to get the rankings. So again, if I just take an example like, let's say, a plumber in Harrisburg, let's say, Harrisburg plumber, their job is to do their plumbing things, fixing clogged drains, changing toilets, and installing sinks, and doing things like that. Their job is not to figure out how to get a website to rank for Plumbing Harrisburg. That's my job. So, but if you want to work with me as far as getting sites ranked, give me a call, 610-471-0001. And like I said, if you are interested in learning about SEO and taking the reins, yourself and doing it, again, I do offer coaching programs, so I can teach you how to do that and apply the techniques to your site. Again, it's not rocket science, but it does take time and effort, and an ongoing, consistent time and effort. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. It's been a little while. I did address a couple of the frequently asked questions. I kind of digressed a little bit as well. If you want more information about my company, you can go to l4groupllc.com. That's the letter L, the number 4, groupllc.com, and read up on search engine optimization, digital display advertising, Facebook, basically anything that has to do with online marketing. Or you can pick up the phone and call me, 610-471-0001. Thanks, guys, and I will have another session with some other frequently asked questions coming soon. Take care.